Welcome back, everybody. My name is Yvette Martel, and this is Adobe Lightroom. And in this tutorial today, we're going to learn about keywords. In the last video, we learned how to do albums and folders. And again, today we're going to do keywords. So we're working right now on the Lightroom app, which is the application that I've downloaded on the computer. We're going to go ahead and bounce over to the web. And we're going to see, holy moly, guys. Isn't that neat? So the folder that we made and the album that we made is also now on the web version. Okay. So again, this is another plug for how great this application is because it's available on the web, on your software, so your app, and also on your phone and or your tablet. Okay. So let's get started adding in keywords. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Edit, Select All, or Command A right here. All right, so all of these images are selected. On the bottom right-hand side, you're going to see this little tag, and that little tag, I want you to click on that. And this is where we're going to add in our keywords. We can add in many keywords at once, and then we can press return. So right in here, we're going to type in what this project is, and this project is called 10 subjects, right? Then I'm going to put a comma, and I'm going to add in a photo project, comma. I'm going to add in the schools that I'm doing this project with. So I'm doing this for Glendale, and I'm also doing this for Fullerton. All right, cool. All right, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the city that I did this in, Long Beach, and where we're at, which is a park. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press Enter. So all of these keywords have applied. Now remember that your keywords and my keywords are going to be totally different. I would start with broad, and then if you want to get in specifics later, you can do that. So we've added in our keywords. So let's talk about those specifics. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect all these images. That's Edit, Select None, or Deselect for Command D. All right, so you can see that I have all of these images of my beautiful little Annie, and I'm going to go ahead and select them. So how I do a linear selection, that means from here to right here, is using the Shift key. Guys, this applies for a PC or Mac. I click on the first one, I bring my mouse all the way down to the last one that I want to click, and I press Shift and click. There we go. All right, so now I want to add a little bit more specifics, and this one I'm going to add in Annie, that's her name, dog, and one more, doodle. All right, now I press Enter, and I've added in those keywords to these things. I'll go to these next little brackets right here. So here we have some trees. So I can click right here, press that first one, go to the last one, Shift and click. There we go. And then notice I have two over here, right, that I missed them. Well, I can use the Command key on a Mac and click, or for a PC, it's going to be Control and click. And I'm going to go ahead and add these keywords. Trees. How about tree? All right, press Enter. We've added those in. Now I have Annie again, right in here. Annie. Oh, look at that. Seems to remember. Doodle. Oh, look at that. Seems to remember. Dog. There we go. Seems to remember. If you notice, by the way, those of you who are really good at little things, sometimes I was putting it in lowercase and it corrected me. So now I want to go ahead and let's do these last ones. All right. So all of these ones right in here, I'm going to select up to right here. Okay. And I'm again using the Shift and click. So linear selection. And I'm going to add in the tree. And then we have trees, just because. All right, now, okay, I'm back to Annie. Okay, oh, I missed these ones right in here. Let's add them in. Oh my goodness, look at that. So if you notice what I just did, okay, I added in these keywords and then I added in these three images, okay? These images do not have those additional keywords yet. But when I selected them, it is giving me a suggestion, hey, apply to some. So what am I going to do? I'm going to click on it. Boom. I'm going to click on this one. Boom. Add it in. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. For advanced users, how do I select these ones down here? And what I'm going to use is the Command key. So these are still selected. I can go Command click or Control click for a PC. click, 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 and click. And let's apply those keywords right here. Boom, boom. All right, let's do the doodle. All right, I click on the doodle, go to my last one, click on the doodle. All right, and didn't get those suggestions. And that's because of what we were doing earlier. But now we have all these. Okay, so that was what, 5 minutes for organizing 90 photos. Why is that important? Check it out. All right, later on, we're going to have more projects. So if we go to all photos, right in here, and in our search bar where it says search all photos, and we click on it and we type in tree. There we go, all the images with the tree. You may notice that it caught some different ones that I didn't. So that means we have some AI looking through our images and helping us out and adding in these keywords that didn't necessarily have. But that's the power of keywords. Again, right now we only have 90 photos or 89 photos. Later on, we're gonna have thousands. All right, thanks so much, guys. And that's your video on keywords.